So, Jess Garside, how do you evaluate your tennis in 2024?
It's a tough question to start with, Ben. I would say the start of the year was not too great. Probably quite low for me. Was quite disappointed with my performance at the British Open in April. And obviously that was following the Bathurst, where actually I really enjoyed myself. But yeah, that British Open in April was a bad time for me. However, I then got to play in the French Open in September and really enjoyed my time there. Although I came up against Saskia again in the singles, I was quite pleased with how I started that match and thought, my performance was okay. And then going into the doubles, again, really pleased with how I played alongside Leah, and our performance in the doubles final against Claire and Saskia I was really pleased with. Really enjoyed that match, and I am looking forward to hopefully being able to repeat it here this week.
So this is the second year in a row the Australian Women's Open has been in Hobart,
Yep.
Because of the change of timings for the Bathurst this year. And we're back playing alongside the main the Open event as well.
Mm-hmm.
How different is it going to be playing both events together as opposed to separate like it was last year?
I much prefer it when it's together. I think it brings a much bigger, more enjoyable atmosphere. It's great to be able to watch the world's best players for both men and women, and yeah, it's nice to see some of the top women competing in that Open as well. So yeah, I think again it will draw a much bigger crowd, and I'm really looking forward to it.
What's it like making the journey back to Hobart for the second time in less than 12 months?
Long, but worth it. I love Hobart, and for me it's worth it, and I would do it as many times as I can.
Is it different playing here than it would be in Melbourne?
It's not as hot, which is nice. I think they're quite different courts. So yeah, it will certainly be different, but Australia is a great place to be in general, so wherever it is, I'm happy.
How's your preparation been coming into this week?
It's been okay. The main thing for me is being on court as much as I can and actually enjoying myself. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself and it become, not enjoyable and a chore. The main thing for me is to be having fun, and I'm looking forward to doing that this week.
You've drawn a similar draw to you did in the French.
Tell me about it.
What's it like going to be going up against Saskia again?
I don't have any pressure on me. Like I say, I'm just going to go out and play the best that I can, and yeah, what will be. And Saskia's great, and I know some things that I need to do to try and tire up a bit, but yeah, it's see how it goes.
What were some of the things from that French Open match that you can take away to bring into this Australian Open?
God, I didn't analyse it that much, Ben. I want to keep it off her volley return of serve as much as I can, or at least make it serve things that sort of, she can't read so well, and prepare for that return so much.
In the doubles, playing with Leah, a partnership that she started her career with, playing with you. You've played with separate partners in the middle, but you're back together again. What's it like going to be playing with her again?
It's great. I get on with Leah really well, so we have a really nice friendship as well, which just adds to the enjoyment factor for me. This Australia is the only Open that we haven't played together, so I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that I can do her proud at the same time.
You and her went up against Claire and Saskia at the French Open.
Yeah.
We're kind of expecting a similar final from this event. At that French Open, you really took it to them, winning the first set. how can you repeat that here at the Australian?
I think we need to just go out sort of all guns blazing and not, be nervous and just attack, and maybe pay a bit more attention to the tactics. I think we were just, in France, we were shocked to have won the first set, to be honest. So we weren't paying so much attention to the tactics in France, and now we know that we've got it in us, we can start focusing on more aspects.
So coming into this week, what are your targets?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Your targets. What are your targets coming to this week?
My targets? I haven't set myself any targets, to be honest, Ben, apart from, obviously, I hope to reach the doubles final. So, not so much any targets other than just wanting to have fun and enjoy myself. I don't want to be going home sad.
Since the French Open, we've had the announcement of the new format and venue for the Women's World Championships. Before we get to the event itself, what is your opinion on the new format?
I think it's good in terms of, I hope that it will mean that the women's game is taken a bit more seriously. I have some reservations in terms of, there's a group of us girls that make the effort to travel to all the countries to compete, and it would be a shame to see some of those women left out. But that being said, it's also a motivational factor that's been added in to keep improving, to get yourself into qualifying for that event. So, I think it's a good change, and I look forward to seeing how it goes.
As I understand it, you're in the range where you could potentially qualify for it. Is that something you're targeting?
Truthfully, I haven't thought about it. If I get back from here and the opportunity arises with work that I can take the time off, then for sure. But sadly, I'm one of the players that, I have to prioritise my job over tennis. I'll assess all options when I get home.
All right, Jess Garside, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben.